Hi. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, this is the third video. I'm going to show you how to do the inside flap here that has the genre. So this is just on how to do the genre, and then the types of traditional literature. I think I'm going to do that on its own video because this is the most complicated one. So this one, I'm just going to show you how to do this. This one's really cool because they all these papers fit together, and then you lift up and there's the definition, like, oh, fantasy fiction, what is that? Oh, so all the different, there we go, nice, types of fiction. So, okay. I'm going to start with this. So you get the big paper like this. This one at the top here, you can color all of that. Again, color first. Don't cut and glue yet. Just color. Okay. So this one, you can color all of it. These down here, all of these big ones here, only color the bottom part. And I'll show you that in just a second. So I will do that and you'll see. Okay. So color it like this so that it's only like at the tip. Okay. And now you can cut them out. The big rectangles. Okay, so now I have them all cut out like this. All right, and I still have these just like all together. All right, so these here are the definitions for these. So now you just, if you want to color these, you can. I didn't, but you can if you want. You just cut them out and glue them where they belong. Okay. Okay, so I cut out a made-up story that is suspenseful with puzzling elements. So thinking of the Mary Celeste story, the mystery fiction. So we're going to glue that on. Don't glue it way up here. Don't glue it up here, okay? Because this is where we're gonna need that. So we're gonna glue it right there at the bottom, but don't cover up those words, okay? Okay, now I have a made-up story that uses science and technology. We didn't talk too much about that one, but it kind of gives it away if it's science fiction, if it's got science and technology in there. Okay. A made-up story that has been passed down through the generations. I really hope you know this one. We talked a lot about this one. This is, no, folktales is an example. This is traditional fiction or traditional literature. Okay. A made-up story that takes place in a specific time period in history. So kind of like those, I'll stop. Kind of like those, like I Survived books where it's like about an event in history. That's historical fiction. We've got a made-up story that could happen in real life, but didn't. Realistic fiction. So if it's realistic, it could happen. Realistic fiction. And a made-up story that could actually not happen. Fantasy fiction. So go ahead and glue all those on. Okay, so now we're going to put them in order from smallest to biggest, including this one. So this one, and then the next biggest one is realistic fiction. Okay, so now you got to be really careful with this part, okay? The very top of this is where you're going to put glue, okay? So only at I'll do it, and you should be able to see it because it's purple. There's like the thinnest little line up there, only at the top. If you put glue here, you can't open your book. So only at the top there. And then you put the smaller one, which in this case is the genre, over it. All right, line them up at the top and then push it down. So it's like this, okay? Once it dries, you'll be able to lift it up. I wouldn't lift it up yet, okay? Then you find the next biggest piece, which looks like it's the fantasy fiction, all right? You're going to do the same thing. Put a little strip of glue at the top. Yes, a little glue at the top up here. So you can see just a line at the top, all right? Then you take both of these. This is now a little piece. You're going to line them up at the top, squeeze it down, wait for it to dry. All right. I didn't really trim that one very well. Here, I'm going to trim it. Okay. The next biggest one, I kind of color coded it with a rainbow, is the science fiction. So a strip of glue. Some of you guys might want to draw pictures in here, but I'm just telling you when it's done, you just lift it up just enough to see this. You're not able to see like way up here. So I wouldn't waste your time drawing a lot of pictures in there. So glue and then push it down. Okay. Then you find the next biggest one, mystery fiction. Put the glue on the on that one. Just a little strip at the top like that. And then take this whole piece. So we're building down. But they're all glued at the top here. We're not like stacking it down here or anything. We're gluing it at the top. All of the tops line up here. So it's like this. Okay. Then the next one is historical fiction. Do the strip. Line up the top. Squeeze it down. Last one is traditional fiction. Do a strip. And glue it down. So when you're done, and if one is like shorter and you're like, oh man, I can't read that one, like what happened here, I don't know. But I can, if you can't see it, you can make it so you can, and then just, arrange it so you can see it and then glue it there. Okay. So now you have like the little book here. Okay. So this one, I think the best way, you can just straight glue this whole back. So perimeter around the whole back, a little bit in the middle if you want. Okay. And then it goes into the flap, the one over here. So at the top, it should fit fine. Okay. So there is how you do that side.